Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome once again to our technical English lesson. This is our second lesson on cooling and heating. In our last lesson, we looked at the description of heat pump and completed a diagram to show the flow of the fluid after reading a text about the heating operation. In this lesson, we will match 6 parts of a heat pump with their definitions. And we will write the concept noun and its noun forms of 7 verbs, which means we have 2 objectives in this lesson. First, let's take a look at the parts of the heat pump and their functions. Repeat after me. Refrigerant, refrigerant. Compressor, compressor. Expansion valve, expansion valve. Coils, coils. Condenser, condenser. Evaporator, evaporator. Now let's take a look at the functions of these parts. The first one is refrigerant. A refrigerant is a fluid that is used to keep things cold in a refrigeration cycle. It evaporates at a low temperature. Basically, without the refrigerant, there will be no air conditioning, no refrigeration, and no freezing technology. The second one is the compressor. The compressor is a pump which compresses the refrigerant. That is, it puts pressure on the refrigerant. And then we have the expansion valve. It's a device that decompresses the refrigerant. That is, it reduces the pressure on the refrigerant. And then we have the coils. These are pipes that carry refrigerant around the system. And then we have condenser. They're coiled pipes that give out heat to the surrounding air. And then we have the evaporator. They're coiled pipes that extract heat from the surrounding air. Now, we are ready for our first task. Open your course books to page 63. Task 4. And in this task, our job is to match the parts here with the definitions here. Pause the video and do the matching exercise. All right, let's check the answers. Number 1 is expansion valve. It is C. Number 2, coils, is E. Number 3, condenser, A. Number 4, refrigerant, D. Number 5, evaporator, F. And the last one, compressor, which is B. I hope you got them all correct. Now let's move on to task 5 on the same page. In this task, we are asked to make a table of all the words in the box here. And the good news is we can use a dictionary if we have to. Now, let's take a look at the table. we have, as you can see here, we have 3 columns. The first column is the verb, which is the action, compress. And the second is the concept noun, which is the name of the idea, principle, or process, in this case, compression. And the last column is the agent noun. The agent noun is the doer of the action, usually ending in ER or OR. In our example here, we can say that a compressor compresses, and the concept is compression. So now, make the table for these words here. Number 1 is given as an example for you, and you complete the table. And like I said, you can use a dictionary if you have to. Pause the video and do the task. Okay, now let's check our answers. Number 1, we've seen number 1 before, so it's easy. Number 2, we have condense, condensation, condenser. Compress, compression, compressor. Evaporate, evaporation, evaporator. Extract, extraction, extractor. Operate, operation, operator. Refrigerate, refrigeration, and refrigerator. I hope you got all the answers correct. If you did not, try to study the concept noun and the agent noun. Now, in summary, we've looked at the definitions of the different parts of a heat pump. And we made a table of 3 columns, like this one, where the verb is the action, the concept noun is the idea or the principle, and the agent noun is the doer of the action, which usually ends in ER or OR. Thank you for watching. Please log in to your accounts on Teams and do the exercise about this lesson within 24 hours. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope you will be with me in our next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.